those. Give him those. Here, I'll give you mine. Give him those.
Pick up the pace, it's time for a salsa. I want to see all my salsa dancers on the dance floor.
We'll be right back. decirte que eres mi vida, mi encanto. Que espanto tenga de espanto. Es que yo solo no quiero reír si te quiero. Mucho de amarte. Y luego la pasión se convierte en locura.
With the right arm, I want you to point it out. You ready? Right side. Come across. Left arm now. Left arm. Left arm. To the left. Now march in place. Now you're taking out the garbage. Now turn around in a circle. Right side. Right arm. Here we go. Right arm. And coming across. Left arm. And come back the other way. Now march in place again. Yeah, you remember. Now turn around in a circle. All right, now punch it out. Here we go. And clap. Now clap your hands up above your head to the beat. Clap your hands and smile for the camera. From the top again, right arm. You ready? Here we go. Right side. Now march in place. Here we go. You're doing great. I didn't say turn. Now turn around in a circle. Right side. Left side. Now march. Now turn in a circle. Punch it out. Put your hands up above your head. Martha, come up here. From the top again, right on. Here we go. Right side. Left side. Now march in place. Now turn around in a circle. Right side. Now march in place. Doing great. Now turn around in a circle. There we go. Punching it out. Pop your hands up over your head. Do it again. Let me see those hand signals. Let's hear from Hugo showing us his very special dance. Keep on dancing. Here's a real one for you.
Translate.
No te oigo.
Okay.
Más fuerte. No se
The
escucha.
ones that don't understand English, should I do it both?
Ya.
Yeah, do it both. Yeah, go ahead, do it both. Go ahead.
You can do it. ¿Qué pasa? No
Sure.
problem.
I just wanted to say a few words about my grandparents. First of all, I just want to thank God first, because if it wasn't for Him, we wouldn't be here. And also for His Son, Jesus Christ, that He gave us. I have to say that first. I thank God for my grandparents, my whole family. They're the head of this beautiful family that we have here. I thank God because God is the one who keeps them together, because love is in a relationship, it's the main ingredient in a relationship. So I thank God for them and my family and my grandmother. I want to say something about my grandmother. She's like my best friend. I've always been able to go to her in every situation, and she always makes me feel better about myself and about every situation in my life. And my grandfather is such a strong man, and I really look up to him. And he's also, he's the head of the family, and he's the one who's always there for everybody. And that's it. And I hope God bless them and many more years together.
Por muchos años hemos estado juntos, vecinos de los negocios, y te he aprendido a querer y a respetar. Sos un hombre muy inteligente y te deseo mucha felicidad y reunión de tu familia, que todos te tienen mucho que usar. Tú eres como los grandes jefes. Tú eres número uno, era número uno en la calle Church Street. Ahora pasé a ser yo. Felicidades, Tito.
Ok, viejo.
They will say it's our main tree. Why we
Oh, by the way, our happy couple of 50 years are going to exchange rings like they did 50 years ago. So if you have cameras, you may want to take pictures of this.
Ay, bien.
When's the final game today? What time?
I remember with pride how we stood side by side. What a beautiful picture you made as my bride. Even though silver crowns your hair, I can still see the glory that's there. Love's old flame is the same as the day I changed your name. When your old wedding ring was new.
La quiere blanca. ¡Abuelita! ¡Abuelita!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like coffee and desserts are now being served, so we'll keep the music in the background for a while. I promise in a few moments we'll reopen up the dance floor and get the dancing to continue.
No, I did already. That's okay.
I'm gonna come back with someone. I figured it's fun to just keep my mouth shut.
Bill, they want you over there. Over there, over there.
Bill.
Like your right knee, slide down for it.
Todos los países. Gracias, mi amor, aparte, muy bonito.
Tito. Tito, tuyo.
¿Te gusta?
Sí.